Tonight, he didn't just create icons, he became one.
I'm on Entertainment Tonight right now, being rigged up to be shot.
Sylvester Stallone, the underdog who rewrote Hollywood. From his early days building franchises,
when I die, at least something that I've done will live on.
To the King still reinventing himself.
I'm ready for it.
5 decades in, Sly's never stopped fighting.
I have no intention of slowing down. If anything, speeding up.
And E.T.'s been ringside for it all.
My legacy is all about the comeback.
What you never knew about his 9 Rocky films and 5 Rambo movies.
This may be my farewell.
The hits.
Yes, I went to the hospital on that one. That was 2 hematomas, 4 stitches there.
The risks.
That's the real secret. Let it be known.
And the stunts that pushed him to the edge.
I had called home and said, I don't think I'm going to make it.
E.T. Vault unlocked Sylvester Stallone.
This is, dare I say it, the dessert on the final meal of my life.
Starts right now. When it comes to action, only one man can say he's been Rocky, Rambo, and the Tulsa King. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Entertainment Tonight. Sylvester Stallone has had quite the year, and next summer, he turns 80. So no better time to unlock our moments with Sly, who's anything but expendable as Hollywood's ultimate action icon.
I've been so lucky.
Guess what? We're still going.
Rocky turns 50 next year. You turn 80, which I could not
I
believe.
can't either. It's amazing because everyone says that where to go, how to go so fast. It does. And I wish I had this wisdom I have now back then to really savor these moments.
Make no mistake, Sly is still swinging like a star.
I have no intention of slowing down. If anything, speeding up. I think the key is when you get older, throw it in high gear.
He and his family filmed a reality TV series. His Paramount Plus drama, Tulsa King, is greenlit for season 4.
I'm ready for it.
And earlier this month, he stepped up to receive a Kennedy Center honor for his career in Hollywood.
This is, dare I say it, the dessert on the final meal of my life.
E.T. has been on set for nearly 20 of his 100-plus projects, which have made over $7.5 billion worldwide.
There's certain characters and ideologies I identify with. The John Rambo character, Rocky character, ones that I feel very strongly about.
And if there's one thing we've learned covering Stallone for 5 decades, it's this. There is no limit to what he'll put his body through to achieve cinematic greatness.
He looks back, he said, oh, that hurt. Yes, I went to the hospital on that one. That was 2 hematomas, 4 stitches there.
From doing his own stunts to the extreme conditions on set.
The heat, for example, it's unrelenting. There's been coral snake attacks, rattlesnake attacks. People have gone home with malaria, typhoid, anemic dysentery. So it has been quite trying. We had to dig into the ice. You know, the one thing about this movie, if you do it, you'll never age. I mean, you're totally in a cryonic state, totally frozen. So if we keep doing this film, we'll stay our age for the next 1,000 years.
You lost weight? Really? Whatever weight I lost, you found, pal.
What do you hope is your legacy?
Oh my God. You know, it's really easy to say, never give up, whatever. That's hard to do. And learn to deal with failure because there's always a chance, always, for the comeback. So my legacy is all about the comeback.
But let's wind it back to Rocky. Sly's big career breakthrough came in 1976. The then unknown and nearly broke actor wrote the film for himself.
It's a classic case of ignorance is bliss. I knew in my heart that I wanted to play the character, not because I thought I was better than anyone else. I just felt that I had a real kinship with the role to do what I do best.
E.T. first met Stallone in 1982. The then 35-year-old knew playing the underdog boxer would be a career-defining role.
I don't think they'll be able to really mention one without the other. At first, I thought that was terrible. I was, oh God, that's all I'll be remembered for. But the other part is, I'm very flattered to actually be involved in a character that has meant so much to so many people. When I die, at least something that I've done will live on.
Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
The original film became an instant box office phenomenon, even turning those Philadelphia Art Museum steps into an international tourist destination.
That was the pinnacle of his life. He finally did it. People say, do you think cinema is influential? Well, there it is. That is in your brain forever. It's in my brain forever.
Stallone earned 2 Oscar nominations for acting and writing, and the film won Best Picture. Its sequels also catapulted him into sex symbol status.
How does that make you feel?
Very oily, very sweaty, and it's kind of it's fun. I usually don't walk around in boxing trunks all the time. It's nice to know that all the days in the gym have paid off.
Paid off is right. The 9-film franchise earned nearly $2 billion across 49 years. But get this.
Back to 1, please.
Sly, rocking that famous fedora, told us on set of the 5th one, studio execs nearly banned it.
They didn't want me to use this hat at all in the beginning. It was forbidden. I said, why? He said, well, Bobby De Niro wore a hat in Main Street. I said, so did the president. Everyone, Santa Claus wears a hat. I mean, excuse me.
What'd you say your name was?
Done.
In 2015, he passed the torch to Michael B. Jordan in Creed. His role playing the mentor and coach scored Sly a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nod. Cut to the Golden Globes in 2016.
Sylvester Stallone.
You were fighting back tears. It was emotional.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it. This character just keeps saving my life.
While Rocky was at its peak, Sylvester simultaneously launched another legendary franchise. Rambo: First Blood hit theaters in 1982.
I don't speak the whole film until the last scene. The whole thing, I don't say a word. It's just reaction, 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 reaction.
Who are they that protest me, huh?
The first film's success laid the groundwork for what would ultimately be 5 films spanning over 4 decades. Next year, a prequel starring Noah Centineo is set to begin production. But back in 1984, E.T. traveled to Acapulco for the sequel, where the conditions were so brutal, Sly feared for his life.
We had the worst hurricane turbulence down here in 50 years, which was so bad, I had called home and said, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And if you don't hear from me again, because I think the hill that we were on was gonna collapse, because everything around me was crumbling. I never was so humbled in my life.
3 years later, the conditions were equally challenging when E.T. traveled to Israel to visit the Rambo 3 set. At times, temperatures peaked at 120 degrees.
A lot of guys wouldn't take chances with a movie like this by doing their own stunts, but not you.
But I take a shot at it. I don't know if it's the wisest decision. This may be my farewell, but we're trying. We're doing it.
So now that he's a bona fide action star, what does Sly do next? Comedy.
I just wanted to take a break. My body was so beaten up and broken. I said, I better get some laughs.
First, it was the buddy cop movie Tango and Cash, starring Kurt Russell.
Tango, I need a gun.
Here.
Oh, wait a minute. Why is yours bigger than mine?
Genetics, Pee-wee.
To me, the process of comedy is one that's invigorating, that's also incredibly challenging.
The film became a cult classic, and Sylvester says he's down to make a sequel. But the film he later called one of the worst in the entire solar system, 1992's Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. The story goes he was tricked into making it by his rival, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nobody hurts my baby.
You would look very good lashed across the hood of a Chevy.
E.T. was on set of the comedy where Sly played a cop dealing with an overbearing mother, played by the Golden Girls star Estelle Getty.
It's an unlikely pairing.
Actually, they cast us together because we wear the same size dress. That's the real secret. Let it be known.
With his career on the ropes, Sly launched a post-comedy comeback with 1993's Cliffhanger. E.T. traveled with him all the way to the frigid Italian Alps, where the stunts were next level.
I'm on Entertainment Tonight right now, being rigged up to be shot.
Action, looking up.
But I worked with the mountain climbers for a while, and it's one thing to practice on 100, 200-foot wall, but when you get out here around 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 feet, fear takes precedence. It's rough. Actually, it's such a good action film that I don't mind getting abused a little bit.
Cliffhanger is actually getting the reboot treatment. The reimagining, starring Lily James and Pierce Brosnan, is set for release next year. And when it comes to which of his films he thinks has aged the best,
Demolition Man. It's one of the few films that really hangs up. I thought it was really well done.
you know E.T. was also on set of the dystopian thriller. Sly played a tough guy cop cryo-frozen for over 3 decades.
Sets of this is so real that I have to admit that I was losing my nerve.
After all the stuff you've done.
After all the stuff I've done.
This film has like some nudity.
Yeah, a little frozen nudity, and I must admit I performed well. I'm very, very happy. It was not a bad nude day. It was a good, like a bad hair day. It was a good nude day, okay?
It's like, this is weird.
This is exactly every millimeter of my body. It's very eerie. Every hair, everything. I must admit, they did me good.
Sly's co-star, an up-and-comer by the name of Sandra Bullock, 1 year before her breakout role in Speed.
Ain't she great? A real trooper.
I hate that word.
A real pooper. That's great. Is that better?
You're gonna see a love scene like no one has ever been tortured with in your life.
Now just relax. I'll begin in a few seconds.
Begin what?
Having sex, of course.
And then she comes out and performs what I consider absolute most ludicrous sexual ritual. No touchy, this looky, maybe. It's like, it was a horror show. I felt like I was 16 years old.
To be able to translate and have had a character that goes on for 30 years and you have little kids appreciate it, it's the best.
Well, I don't call them sequels, I just call them continuations. It's the next chapter.
Call it whatever you want, Sylvester Stallone is the undisputed king of franchises.
You've done it, Rocky, Rambo, that works. What is the key to getting it right?
Not to get too big. In other words, I've made a mistake. Sometimes a sequel, you think that you have to be bigger, faster, louder. All you got to do is keep in touch with your audience, make sure that the stories are relatable, and then they'll keep coming.
In 2010, lightning struck yet again when he created, co-wrote, starred in, and even directed The Expendables. He assembled an all-star cast that included his 80s-era action rivals Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Only an idiot would do this job.
How much?
No, like I said.
Was it fun when the cameras weren't rolling?
Luckily, we didn't have any divas, except for me. Of course, everyone was lining up to break my neck, say, who gets to kill him today if he gets an attitude?
It had never happened up to that point where you had 3 men that have had such diverse, big careers all together.
That thing belongs in a museum.
We all do.
The second movie made even more money, around $315 million. The franchise has 4 films, but there's talk a 5th could be on the way. And if Expendables wasn't enough, in 2017, Sly joined the MCU for Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 2 and 3.
You're gonna have to wear these to move through the orgo without attracting attention.
I walked on the set there and went, oh my God.
Because I'm used to being in a tree in Burma somewhere.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is a whole new art form.
Welcome home.
If I asked you if you were successful, what would you say?
I would say very successful publicly. I've had a lot of failures in my private life. That's been kind of sad.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone's personal life has been just as headline-worthy as his action-packed career. In 1974, Sly married first wife Sasha Chack. They welcomed 2 sons, Sage in 1976. Then in 1979, Sergio was born and made his on-screen debut in Rocky II.
He's ours?
Yeah.
He's really ours?
Thank you.
At 3 years old, Sergio was diagnosed with autism, and Sly became an advocate to help reduce the stigma of the condition.
My first impulse was to deny it, and then I thought, maybe this is just a test of character, to do something that maybe will help thousands and thousands of children.
But for the couple, fame came at a cost. The marriage crumbled amid his skyrocketing career and admissions of infidelity.
I made a few indiscretions along the way, and those indiscretions were not done because I was unhappy. I was curious about what is all this junk I've been reading about Shangri-La and fame and stardom?
In 1985, the then 38-year-old began a whirlwind romance with his 21-year-old Rocky IV co-star Brigitte Nielsen. The two tied the knot within months, and he was her +1 at the Beverly Hills Cop 2 premiere.
What kind of a grade are you giving your wife on this performance tonight?
Never over the bullet.
But Sly's disciplined personality clashed with Brigitte's wild side, and the marriage lasted around 19 months. He later described that era as a, quote, temporary form of insanity.
It was a horror show. What I thought was going to be the great romance of my life turned out it didn't work.
Sylvester didn't stay single long. In 1988, he started dating model Jennifer Flavin. The couple married in 1997 and had 3 daughters, but throughout the highs and lows of his personal life, Sylvester remained a present dad.
Oh, hi. How are you? I'm Sage.
In 1990, E.T. was on set as 13-year-old Sage was cast as his son in Rocky V.
Come on, Dad, you can do better than that.
When people ask you to describe what Rocky has meant, what would you say?
For some reason, I'm kind of tongue-twisted.
She's amazing.
Let me see your tongue and see if it's really twisted. No, it looks good to me.
But in 2012, tragedy struck. When Sage was just 36 years old, he passed away suddenly from coronary artery disease, with Sly saying, "This agonizing loss will be felt for the rest of our lives."
It's impossible, really, to describe. People take their children or take their life, including myself, pretty much for granted when it's taken from you. It's like a nightmare.
As Sly coped with the loss of his son while raising 3 daughters with Jennifer, priorities shifted.
I think that an actor earlier on in their life, yeah, let's go to a foreign location for 5 months and rough it out. And then you have something that you really relish, your new children and your wife, you go, I don't know, man, can we shoot this movie in the backyard?
In 2022, the 76-year-old took on an entirely new challenge, television.
And action.
This is a joke.
This is your first TV drama, the Tulsa King himself right here.
Thank you.
What was it about this gangster role that sealed the deal for you?
Well, I've always wanted to play a gangster since I basically started out my career. Better late than never.
Tulsa King exploded out of the gate with season 1, racking up 3.36 billion viewing minutes and becoming one of Paramount Plus's most watched original programs.
Short, circular strokes, you see?
Yeah.
Also joining the Tulsa universe, Sly's youngest daughter, Scarlett. E.T. sat down with the father-daughter duo on set.
You just couldn't get enough of your dad!
Yeah, I follow him everywhere.
She's doing great. I'm very, very proud of her.
Have you been nervous?
Honestly, I've never really been that nervous.
Oh,
stop. He actually doesn't make me nervous when I do
That's
scenes.
the truth. That's
No,
really
it's-
frustrating.
Their playful family dynamic was also on full display in the Paramount Plus reality show, The Family Stallone.
I will kick you in the face.
Oh my God, that was
Are you kidding me? What are you, Donkey Kong?
Why was now the perfect time to do this show with your family?
Well, certainly I'm not getting any younger, but Tulsa King has brought me to another level. And I love my daughter, love my wife, and I wanted to share that.
And we also learned a surprising perk of having an Oscar-nominated screenwriter for a dad.
He actually writes their breakup text.
Guilty.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Well, I'm a good writer.
Sometimes, though, he does want to end it with keep punching. I'm like, that doesn't really sound like
That might give it away.
Yeah, so I delete that part, but everything else is so good.
Safe to say, Sly's ringing in 2026, living his best life, and tells E.T. he's grateful for all his blessings.
I pretty much have done it all. Been to the mountain, I fell off the mountain, climbed it again. So now that I'm really focusing on what's important, like time, my wife, my family, I just feel as though priorities are finally right.
You know, sometimes a new outfit just makes you want to groove. Back in 2024, Sly went viral for busting some barefoot moves after he says he was caught off guard hearing Smokey Robinson's More Love playing during a costume fitting. The video's gotten over 2 million likes, although some folks said Stallone's moves were a little rocky. We leave you now with more moments from the E.T. Vault. Good night, everybody.
Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
I think that early on, everyone perceived me as Rambo, and it never it never ceased.
When do I fight again?
It really is not the perception of what I am. I'm more of a recluse.
I promise I'll always be around.
I think I give out a feeling of optimism, that I look like a person that came off the street, which I did, and managed to grab a little hold of success and hang on and keep it going, and then almost lose it and keep going again. I don't look like a winner, okay?
Come on, let's do this.
You don't accept failure?
No, I accept the word maybe or we'll see, but not anything that deals with an absolute. The day you quit, maybe the next day you would have made it if you just hung on 24 more hours.
That's true.